Good morning, everybody. Not morning, actually. Good afternoon. We're going to be working on today's homework. It's going to be page 77. And the big why of why we are using and working on word problems is it really sets us up for thinking in critical ways and solving multiple problems at once. We're going to be working on rounding, so we get that practice with rounding. We work with standard algorithm, and we figure out, is our answer reasonable? Does it make sense when we look at our estimates and our standard algorithm, our precise amount? So let's go into it, and we'll get some of this practice today. Okay. Zachary's final project for a college course took a semester to write and had 95,234 words. Sounds like that is our total amount, so let's make a tape diagram. And let's label this the total amount. Total amount. And his total amount was 234. Okay, perfect. Zachary wrote 35,295 words for the first month. Okay. So I'm just going to label this first month. And how much did he get? He got 35,295. Perfect. And then 19,240 in that second month. Perfect. Awesome. So, round each value to the nearest 10,000 to estimate how much words Zachary wrote during the remaining part of the semester. So we have a chunk here that is unknown. This is his third. This is like the third semester, and it's unknown. We don't know what that amount is. So they want us to round to the nearest 10,000 in order to solve. Now, this seems pretty simple. What we can do is we can add these two amounts and subtract it with our total, and we'll get the third semester. Okay, so let's do that. But first, we need to round. So let's round 95,000. Let's round our total first. So here is my 10,000s. I'm looking at this 5. Is that our midpoint? That definitely is our midpoint. So what's after 90,000 is 100,000. So that is our total. Perfect. Now, let's work with 35,295. This is in the 10,000s. I'm looking at this 5. That's definitely at our midpoint. So we have 30,000, and we're going to go to 40,000. Perfect. And 19,240. Here is our nearest 10,000. This 9 is definitely above our midpoint of 5,000. So what's after 10,000? We have 20,000. Perfect. Excellent. So now let's add our first semester, our second semester, and then we will know the total amount. Third and second semester. Perfect. Now, I know that this is 60,000. Because what I'm doing is I'm adding just these two. Okay? And I can subtract 100,000 and 60,000. Perfect. And I'll get the remaining 40,000. Perfect. That is my estimate for the third semester of how many words he typed. Perfect. So that is our rounded. So now let's find the exact number. Now we know that the total is 95,000 234. But we need to add the first semester and second semester and subtract it with our total. So let's do that. Remember, we're doing the exact amount. So we are subtracting the exact amount here. Boom. All right, let's subtract. So 5 subtract 0 is 5. 9 subtract 4 is 5. 0, and we're unbundling here. This turns to 15. Perfect. And this is 6 and 2. Perfect. Cool. So now we're going to subtract 26,000 from our total. Cool. So we can't subtract. I'm going to unbundle. 9. I'm going to unbundle. Add 10. Perfect. And unbundle. Add 10. And excellent. So our exact total is 69,000. So this is super, super interesting to me, only because our estimate, which is 40,000 here, so 40, compared to our exact amounts, they're kind of off. They're not as close as we've seen in the past. So you need to tell me, was rounding to the nearest 10,000 our best choice? And is it reasonable for our estimate and our exact number? Are they close together? They're really not. So you need to tell me on C, is it reasonable that we rounded to the nearest 10,000? This is your homework tonight. I hope that it wasn't as complicated as our problem sets. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's homework, and tell me at the end, is this reasonable?